If you want to win in your business, let me tell you, you want to hear these LinkedIn strategies for your business. Basically, we're going to dive deep in how to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to generate leads. Since you're watching this video, I assume that maybe you have a pipeline challenge. Maybe you need to generate more leads to achieve your revenue goals. Or maybe you're ready to throw some gasoline on that fire. You might be reaching your revenue goals and you're trying to think how you can take it to the next level and accelerate revenue growth. Regardless of which category you fit in, trust me, you want to stay until the end of this video where we're going to dive into those LinkedIn strategies for your business. Before we dive into that, Cheryl, I'd be curious of your thoughts when it comes to LinkedIn Sales Navigator and generating leads. What comes to mind when you think of the advantages there?
Targeting, right off the bat. So when in sales, typically some of the most expensive activities have everything to do with the prospecting, with finding the right fit client.
Right.
People typically don't know that. Mm-hmm. So that's why we don't go knock door to door anymore.
Right.
Because it's the most expensive way, right? Mm-hmm. Even making phone calls is more expensive than reaching out, you know, via whatever it is you do digitally. So targeting, you're able to actually go into Sales Navigator and target your ideal, I'll say your ideal audience, not the ideal client, because you can target in so many ways by filtering.
I love it. And when you talk about the expense involved, from my perspective, it's not even just the monetary expense. It's the sweat equity expense, right? The time that you spend just trying to get everyone's attention when really it's a small percentage of that audience that you want to do business with. I agree. It's mind-blowing to me that, you know, so we work in the big money movement and we empower women entrepreneurs to serve corporate clients. And we just had a training today and the women were thinking, I have no clue how to find these buyers, right? I don't know how to target them. I don't know what to say to them. And so when we go through a LinkedIn Sales Navigator training, we were just doing this today. We were literally able to look at, you know, the person whose function is in human resources, who's literally only been at the job for less than a year, who's in the US or in this geography, and we have a mutual connection. I mean, you can get so finite in how you target, and you don't have to do it through advertising. Like you can do this organically with LinkedIn.
Correct. And it's just at the tip of your finger.
Right.
Literally, you know, it's that whole planning piece where you spend some time planning and preparing, and it can provide such a huge return on not only investment financially, but that sweat equity that you're talking about.
Agreed. Can we tell them about what this used to look like before LinkedIn Sales Navigator? I love having this conversation.
Okay, so are we talking pre-Sales Navigator or pre-internet, or what are we talking about?
Let's just, I can't go too far pre-internet, so you about to out-pre me, but let's try to stay in pre-Sales Navigator.
Pre-Sales Navigator, it really was a matter of just, you know, Google searching. I mean, we all know that. You would go in and you'd say, I need a list of companies based in X local area. I need a list of companies, and now you're just thinking of whatever you can think of that are revenue over 500 million based in, and you're hoping, here's the thing, you're hoping that whatever, wherever that went to is delivering back the right results. Right. And then you would start making calls and then you would realize it's not delivering the right results.
Oh my gosh.
And you're deep in the weeds and then you're like, you pull back again. Say, let me rerun the lists. Let me look at it from a different way. So a lot of this was just based on what you could come up with in your own mind to figure it out. Now you have Sales Navigator to do all the work.
Absolutely. And if you're an entrepreneur watching this, you can get a Sales Navigator account for, right now it's like $79.99 a month, okay? And for me, so I'm post-internet age, pre-Sales Navigator age, right? And so even when I first started my business and we were doing done-for-you prospecting, and we did a lot of outbound emails and mail merge campaigns, and that was the service that we offered. And ZoomInfo, which is still in business, and it's still advantageous for some enterprise selling, but I'll never forget, I had to pay over $10,000 with Zoom.info when I was looking for executive lead lists, and I had to get their phone numbers and emails, and that was the cost of entry. Like if you wanted to do B2B selling, if you wanted to reach executives, you were forking up some money to get their contact information. fast forward a couple of years after that, I was like, oh, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, $80. Like,
Right.
because our members will ask us, is it worth $80? I'm like, man, if you knew what the cost of entry used to be, you would not be crying over this $80 a month.
But I always like your answer to that question, which is, it is well worth it if you are going to use it.
Absolutely.
If you are just gonna say, I'm gonna get to that next month, I'm gonna do this first, but I'm gonna keep paying for Sales Navigator.
Yes.
No, when you're ready to use it, jump in. It's one of the best things that you could do.
Speaking of use it, I guess it's time to dive into those LinkedIn strategies for your business and talk about how you can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to generate leads. But even before that, I know there's a hurdle that's still going to show up after we talk about these LinkedIn strategies. So stay until the end. I got you. I'm going to provide a free gift, one of the #1 tools we share with our clients. So let's talk through how to use Sales Navigator. When I think about the use of Sales Navigator to generate leads, one of the things that I first think about is the targeting piece. So use Sales Navigator to put in the description of your ideal buyer. You can filter, like we talked about, by company size, head count, geography, function, job title. All you have to do is enter those specifications into LinkedIn Sales Navigator and it will generate leads. So let's say, for instance, I say I'm looking for a chief human resource officer in the United States who's been in their role for a year. And let's say Sales Navigator populates 1,000 leads for me. What I can do is I can save that search. Those are now leads, right? The difference to me, and I think this is important, between a lead and a prospect is a lead is someone I just have contact information for. They don't become a prospect until I've had conversation and I've qualified that lead, okay? So I think that distinction is important.
Yes.
So you can use Sales Navigator to put in those searches. You can save those leads so that you can reach out to them. My suggestion is that when you're looking to reach out to those leads, you add value. You want to talk about adding value for a second?
Yes. Adding value is about helping them understand that you're speaking directly to them.
Right.
So you've now left the marketing, brand awareness, personal branding area, and you're getting into sales, which is a very customized, personalized lane. So you want to bring value. It could be with insight marketing. It could be by doing a little bit of research. You can Google someone's name, not now, but you can Google someone's name and find out that they've written articles that are maybe even off LinkedIn. They've been in some type of media. They've got media behind them. And just a mention of that will let the person know that I know exactly who you are. I'm reaching out to you specifically. You can also do insight marketing where you're providing articles to them.
Right.
I like to introduce people. If I feel like one person has a vibe or there's an overlap in what they do, I am more than happy to introduce them and make the world go round.
You're that person. I love that. I have some friends in my network where every now and then I'll get a message and they're like, I just met so-and-so. I think you two should know each other. I'm like, I don't naturally think like that. I don't know. It's the youngest child in me. I'm like, this is my friend.
Right.
That's not my natural thought. I'm like, oh, cool, look at you. That's so thoughtful. So of course that would be your personality.
Yes. I'm the oldest child, so maybe that's
That is
why.
what I'm telling you. It's something to that. It's the baby. I'm like, my toy, my friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
share.
I love it. Okay, so then we've saved the leads. We've added value to the leads. Another underutilized function when it comes to Sales Navigator is that home feed. Okay, so when we're talking about generating leads, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, the AI pays attention to the searches that you save and the leads that you save. So now when you log into Sales Navigator, you're going to have a home page and it's going to tell you, oh, this company was mentioned in the news. Oh, this individual just changed jobs in the past 30 days. Or, oh, this company was just funded. It's going to give you insights, those critical insights that we just talked about. So now you can reach out to those cold leads organically. So speaking of insights and reaching out and things of that nature, I think we're getting into the conversation of the blend of sales and marketing. I believe those two departments need to be integrated. So stay tuned. Let's go deeper into this conversation. In the next video, let's talk about the marketing role of LinkedIn. But that's not it. I want you to win. We talked about winning at the beginning of this video. I have my 3 proven talk tracks that I've used to book meetings with hard to reach executives. Click the link below to download those as well. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.